Hello, and welcome to the Asian Human Services Computer Program video tutorials. In this tutorial, we will actually be preparing for those students who have signed up for the Computer Program Alumni e-newsletter. We'd like to prepare you to make sure that the email that we send out will not be flagged as junk mail or spam, and to make sure that it actually reaches your inbox. Now, the platform that we use at this program is Gmail. Once you've logged into your Gmail account, your screen will look as mine appears right now. One of the things that we'd like to do is to take our mouse up here to the upper left-hand corner where it says Gmail, and you notice that we have a little drop-down arrow. When your mouse pointer turns into the hand, we'd like you to left-click. We are now going to drag our mouse down to Contacts, and when it's highlighted gray, we want you to left-click one more time. At this point, you'll be taken into the area where you can specify a contact that you'd like to add to your contacts in your Gmail account. This will help to ensure that emails received from this contact do not get classified as spam or junk mail. So we actually have a little button over here that can help us to add a contact. When I hover over this button, you'll see that I get a tip that says Add to My Contacts. At this point, we'd like to left click. When you get the text box that appears, you are being prompted to type in the email address that you'd like to add to your contacts. And all of the computer program alumni e-newsletters will be coming from the following email address. It is computers _ and you can get the underscore by clicking on the shift button on your keyboard, holding it down, and then clicking on the minus key on your keyboard. You can release both keys. Then you would like to type in AHS for Asian Human Services. And don't forget the @ sign. The @ sign you can get from holding down the shift button and then the number 2 on your upper pad of your keyboard. And then you can release the shift. And then we're going to type in mail, MAIL, dot V as in Victor, R as in Roy, E as in Edward, S as in Sam, P as in Paul, .com. So again, the email address should read computers _ AHS at mail.vresp.com. Once you have this email address typed in, you can take your mouse to where it says add, and when you get the hand pointer, you want to left click. At this point, this email address, computers _ AHS at mail.vresp.com, has been successfully added to your contacts. Now, let's go back and switch over to your Gmail. We can take our mouse to where it says Contacts, and you'll notice that there's a little drop-down arrow. We're going to left-click, and this time we're going to switch back over to Gmail. So you can drag your mouse to where it says Gmail and then left-click. As you can see, I am currently displaying emails that are in my inbox, and I have 29 new messages. The very first message is actually from the email address computers _ AHS at mail.vresp.com. Next week, when we send out our e-newsletter, you will see something very similar to this with the same subject line. And the subject line reads, Welcome to our first AHS computer email, alumni email. You can left click on that to view the context of that email. Now, Gmail likes to help prevent from different internet threats being installed on your computer, like viruses and so forth. So, in efforts to help prevent those malwares, it will block the images in the email. But you can choose to change that setting. You can scroll down to where it says always display images from, and the same email address that we just added to your contacts is listed. We can left click on that. This will ensure that every time you get an email from this account, that the email images will always appear. And here, if you scroll, you can find the contents of the email. And you can read what news we have, the tip of the month, and many, many, many more interesting topics. We hope that you have found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions, you can always send us an email. Thank you and have a great day.